What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4, the reunion show, Part 3. This is the last episode of this, y'all. And I'm out of my element. I'm downstairs cooking some French fries in my air fryer. I said I was gonna do that in my Traveling Talk Tuesday. We got the cat and the dog in the back for the ambiance. And maybe my mama gonna walk in the door soon from her doctor's appointment. We don't know. What? Leave her alone. Damn it. So let's get right into it. This is episode 3 or part 3 of this reunion, and let me tell y'all, I still hate Robin's dress. Y'all have been trying to get me. This is a light, but it ain't on. Why it ain't working? Y'all have been trying to get me to see the beauty in Robin's handkerchief, doily, lace tablecloth of a dress, and I just don't see it. The color white is pretty. I don't even like white against her skin. I don't know. I think Robin will just pop more with bright colors, and white just kind of white washes her out because she's a very fair-skinned girl. I didn't like the white on Robin. I didn't like that doily on her at all. The episode last week, we left off with the gentlemen's about to be able to come in. I was talking about the interaction with the guys in the room. They was trying to show us like that Ray and Chris really wasn't paying Michael no mind, but at least Big Chris was still laughing and talking to him. Juan's beard, I'm not here for it. I don't like it. Chris's whole style of dress always cracks me up. Look, Chris, it always cracks me up. Michael just looked like regular old Michael. Ray looked like regular old Ray. Just two businessmen in suits. Nothing really spectacular about them. Big Chris, I didn't really draw to him either. The men, sometimes you get the most fashionable one on the stage was Lil Chris. He was the most fashionable one on the stage. But other than that, yeah. Didn't nobody come up to show out. The men they just come looking like they could have just came from the club for real. That's how they be looking. But no, I'm not feeling Juan's beard. I'm not a beard game person, first of all. I'm not a beard, but I'm not feeling the beard on Juan. It aged him greatly. They in they, 42, 40s? He just turned 40. That put a lot of years on Juan's face. So we picked up where we left off last week with the gentleman coming in. They was all talking about the Michael situation. And that's pretty much what this whole last part of the reunion is about. So this is going to be pretty short. I'm just going to try to really get through it. We talked about sex lives. That's where we started off. I think some of the watchers sent in questions. People were talking about Candace and her sex life and whether Lil Chris was really a 2-minute man. She, in her defense, she says that she's not calling him a 2-minute man. He's just gonna flip you over within 2 minutes and then just go right back at it. They change positions. They change positions real quick. You don't give her no time to rest, break, stretch the crap out of her leg, nothing like that. He just flips over and that's So that's pretty much it. Monique and Big Chris's sex life has improved greatly since the birth of the baby. They had to wait that little time after the baby was born, but now they going at it. Going humpity. They going at it, y'all. At least once a week. I think that's what you said. I don't necessarily define once a week going at it, but if that's what y'all want to say, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Once a week, y'all doing it hard. Doing it well. They got 3 kids together. They must be doing it well. Then we talked about Karen and Ray and how, she knows how to control her man with her tongue. Now, I don't know what the taco around the tongue is. I'm gonna let y'all know that. And I never did the taco around the tongue with the succation at the same time, but I have sucked the tongue. And ladies, I hope ain't no kids out here watching. You do so as if you were doing fellatio. That's how you engage in the tongue control. At least that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no complaints. It gets a gentleman aroused because they mind start thinking of you possibly performing fellatio in their nether regions. Okay? So when you do that to the tongue, make sure you get the side of it with your tongue too. I'm just saying. I may be current. I ain't been married 22 years, but I know how to work a tongue my damn self. He talked about that, how people was grossed out about it. And honestly, when she was talking about it at the table, I was cracking up, especially at Giselle's response. Like, I want to hear that. They don't want that visual. Nobody wants the visual of Karen kissing Ray like they kiss. But I am happy for these people that could be in these long-lasting relationships and still have that type of intimacy that they can enjoy showing with one another. I appreciate that. So then we talked about Giselle and Giselle ain't had no man on the stage, so we didn't talk about her sex life, even though we know she messed around with Jamal. Okay, but we didn't talk about that. I gotta put my Polish sausage. I'm having Polish sausage and French fries, and I have a beef hot link that I need to put on the grill. Y'all want to give me 1 second? I want to maybe I walk y'all to the kitchen with me. We could do that. We could walk y'all to the kitchen with me. Y'all see my movie collection? I get to start my movie reviews now too. Okay, so, I did this for Halloween too, y'all. Y'all normally don't get to see my house. That was my drawing for Halloween. So, next we move on to Robin and Juan. Oh, my fries, are they done? It's my air fryer that my mama bought me, that I talked about in today's Travel Talk Tuesday. I need a little more crisp on these fries. A little more crisp for me. I like my fries crispy because I'm gonna stick them in the microwave and throw some cheese on top of them. But talked about Robin and Juan and their sex life, where they still humping like rabbits. Now remember, what's my damn bone sausage? Beef premium hot mix. Remember, she said that they was, like bunny rabbits. They was getting the humpity hump on. The humpy dance is our chance to do the hump. Hump with baby. Do the humpty hump. Do the humpty hump. Okay. So, she says no. They're no longer humpity humping like they used to. But what they are doing is at least pounding like puppies. So they ain't humping like rabbits, but they pounding like puppies there. They at least doing it. They slowed down a little bit. Now, Juan did concur with her. It's a possibility that they may get remarried. So they are officially, at least as far as the Real Housewives of Potomac is concerned, officially back in a relationship. Karen. Everybody else is like, yeah, they really should get married. I'm hoping for them to get married. Karen is the only one like, nah. Her and Michael. Michael don't want them to get married because Michael won't want shit. Let's just be honest. That's why Michael don't want them to get married. And then Michael is salty at Robin right now too. Boy, if you don't get your big ass head away from my damn food. My dog down here trying to get my damn Polish sauce. So Karen was like, look here, y'all just got back to this happy place. Y'all been having struggles for the past 7 years. That's how long they've been divorced. All the cheating that's been going on since y'all been together. The indiscretions. I think this is a good time for y'all to just enjoy being each other. And if y'all add the word marriage to the situation, that may change things. Because y'all notice every time marriage is brought up, it's an uncomfortable conversation for both of them. Robin don't know how to explain it or talk about it because she unsure where her relationship is at her damn self. Let's just be honest. One don't want to talk about it because he don't want his hoes to know that he really back with his baby mama. Because that's what she is right now. She ain't the wife. Y'all see Michael throw that shade when he said he was talking about all the husbands. Oh, I almost called Juan your husband. Robin, my bad, Juan. Shade. Oh, I didn't want to walk with the camera in my hand, but I'll be back. And then air fryer, give me 1 second. Hey, y'all making lunch with me. We ain't never did a recap and review like this, but that's how I'm gonna do it today. Okay, So I got the good old crispy French fries in the air fryer now. Now I'm gonna add some fat to it by throwing some cheese on top of it and sticking it in the microwave. So that's how we do. So we move on from there. Wasn't much talk about the gentlemen's relationships or with one another. They don't really show the men bonding with each other, even though, you know, Chris mentioned before that he, you know, see Sherm at the gym and stuff. You know, they really don't ever show the guys bonding with one another. I think after this episode was the first time that I ever seen the guys like, yeah, let's go hang out and do stuff like that. Because after it was all said and done, Big Chris was gonna go hang out with Mike at the bar, and Juan was like, yeah, I'm gonna roll too. So that was their way of saying they gonna stand by their boy despite all these allegations. That's all this episode right here talked about. We talked about Michael, and Michael is still on the defense. Of course, I would be too if I was accused of sexual allegations. Oh, my microwave is going on. Give me like another minute. If I was accused of sexual allegations that I really didn't have nothing to do with. Okay, so they arguing and discussing that. Pretty much what it all sums down to, Michael saying he innocent. I ain't got to prove shit to y'all. Y'all some bitches for being, for keep bringing this up and talking about it. He think that they should be embarrassed about how they act. And the women are trying to get him to understand you should be grateful and show gratitude publicly to your wife because she stood by your side, because you just embarrassed her. He don't feel like he embarrassed anybody. He didn't do this. He didn't have anything to do with it. But Michael doesn't understand, or he don't want to accept the indirect embarrassment that this has caused his wife. Because as Giselle said, Kiba, he ain't even messing with you right now. Shut up. As Giselle said, you Google Ashley Darby's name, you don't get information about her. You get information about you and your sexual allegations. Now, we learned at the last episode that all the women, with the exception of Ashley, she's the only one who don't know shit about her own husband. All the women have heard from other producers on the show that Michael has grabbed an ass. We try to clear up the videos, the production videos. The first person that Michael bumped into and the dude said, don't do that, that was the cameraman. The second person in the background, when he said, I didn't touch your ass, that was Hank, supposedly. I still don't believe it was Monique's cousin. And Michael says that him and Hank, they joke about that all the time. Ever since the first season about the grabbing ass joke, so they always tease about, yeah, I'm gonna grab your ass. And according to Monique, Hank said he don't remember ever having those type of conversations with Michael. Michael insists that they do. So Monique still trying to cover her ass because she's still trying to protect her friendship with Ashley and Michael. Don't say, well, you know, he was really drunk. I'm telling you, my fries is the bomb right now. Add some bacon bits and other shit on top of it. I make them like as if they was, what the word I'm looking for, potato skin, because that's what I wanted, and I didn't have no potatoes. So throw that on top of there. Got my sour cream and chives I'm throwing on top of there too. Make it like a real potato. My hot link is almost done on the George Foreman grill. Sour cream. That's what I was looking for. Sour cream. So, but yeah, Michael's still like, he don't understand why these women still saying that I did it. My first taste of the air fried French fry. I don't know if I like it. Maybe it's something about the fat that really adds flavor to the French fry. It's lacking something. And I don't want to have to keep adding shit to make it taste like something. I already seasoned it. I seasoned it before I even put it in the fryer. Hold on. Had to make sure my link was good and burnt. This is not your typical recap and review, but let's just call it a discussion. My Polish sauce is not as burnt as I want it to be. Got a good char on the back. Flip it over. I like mine to be charred. So, like I say, Michael feels that he don't owe Ashley no apology. He thinks that Karen is trying to manipulate him into apologizing with his wife. How hardcore it was just to say publicly on TV right now. My wife and I have already discussed this. I don't feel like, she doesn't feel like I owe her apology. I don't feel like more apologies needed. But just to shut y'all the fuck out, Ashley, I'm sorry what type of embarrassment this may have caused you. You understand and I understand it was nothing of my own doing. You know, because she feel that her husband is innocent. Sour cream gets so much more to it. She feel her husband is innocent, so it's all he could have just did that. But he just didn't want to give them the satisfaction of actually doing something that they felt that he should do. So he was not going to apologize at all. Him and Karen got into it. Karen and Ashley got into it. Ashley, like I said, she be real childish sometimes. She try to bring up Blue Eyes all over again and get Karen rattled, and it did for a second. Get Karen rattled. Like, people kept saying that you sleep around Blue Eyes wasn't true. I mean, it was true, and you kept saying it wasn't. So why would my husband say, if this ain't true, you can't believe him? Karen said, that's because it wasn't true. In your case, I still believe it was. I'm not too sure if I like air fried fries. Or that wouldn't be my go-to thing to eat. Okay, so Polish sausage. Yeah, I ain't got no hot dog buns, but it's alright. I got some regular old bread. So from there, they brought up the other incidents when Michael has grabbed asses. They talked about Andrew again. He basically told Giselle she was a liar. She didn't know what she was talking about. She didn't see him grab Andrew's ass. And Giselle saying, not only did I see it, I told you don't do that. You're on camera, you're filming. Why would you do something like that? And I remember the whole discussion. Michael didn't call it a tap then. He called it a tap now. I just tapped him on his ass. Something among friends. You had just met Andrew. You didn't know that man like that to be grabbing his ass. You had just met him. So the friend rouge is a lie. But still, Andrew didn't welcome that. He didn't ask you to do that. He didn't turn around and be like, yeah, buddy. But I could have sworn that was the episode I told y'all before that I could have remembered when Ashley and Michael said they was swinging. I thought that was the episode that was brought up, because I think Katie was like super fucking drunk. That's when she peed on herself. That's the night. All right, let me get my plate. We're gonna go back into the other room. So yeah, I have just took a tour of my kitchen and me making lunch for myself. So I know I'm gonna wrap this up, because y'all know I don't like to eat on camera often, but I will if I have to. So let's see. We talked about the producers grabbing ass Big Chris how he felt about the shit. He said he really didn't think nothing of it. Even when he watched it, he didn't even know what he was watching. Good answer. Your PR person told you to say that. You did a good job. Lil Chris goes on to explain to us that the incident in which he was called to be questioned about whether or not Michael actually touched that man was separate from the baby shower thing. I thought they was the same incident No, this was a separate occasion. So twice in 1 year, you supposed to grab this particular cameraman's ass. This is my theory on it, y'all. Because Ashley was trying to make like Michael was being extorted. You know, people want to extort people with money all the time. They skipped over that. Nobody addressed the fact that Ashley said that. But it's making me think that Michael and this cameraman had relations. This cameraman cut it off because Michael is too grabby. The cameraman didn't want his business out there in the street like that. Maybe he, showing out as a straight man. Something happened between him and Michael, and he don't want it to happen no more. So when Michael grabbed his ass, he thought maybe it was okay. But the dude was in front of a mixed company, co-workers and shit like that. And he was like, don't do that. Don't do that. And Michael was like, all right. And they probably had a conversation about it later, which is why Michael didn't apologize. As Lil Chris was saying, if you bump into somebody, you apologize. They had a conversation about it later that went sour, and that's when the dude decided to file charges. And money was involved. That's what I thought. What y'all think? Does my story seem like it's staying up more than what they talked about? Because something ain't adding up here. So twice. Because remember when Chris said that during the season, I was like, why would this dude walk in between y'all? And just like Chris said, when you bump into somebody, you say, excuse me or sorry. When somebody walks in between other people, you would think they would say, excuse me or sorry too. And Chris said, when he walked in between, the dude turned around and gave Michael a death stare. I believe Lil Chris. I'm telling you, I do. I believe Lil Chris. But I'm so glad Lil Chris didn't let Michael punk him. He didn't back down. He wasn't going to sit there and say, I didn't know what I was looking at. Why? Like, I don't know. They want to keep this man on this team. They want to support their bros. You know how dudes do. They could have raped the girl in front of you, and these fellas will still sit there and support their bros like they didn't see something happen. They get ignored just in the sake of their friendship. I said, men do that. I can't believe I'm eating on camera for the second time this year. I haven't touched my sandwich yet though. But that's gonna be a mouthful. So, Michael was like, if y'all was really friends, y'all would have called us up. If I had my water today, so I could drink my juice. You had called us up and, saying how you doing, how you feeling. Nobody called me. I think Big Chris was like, yeah, I didn't know what to say, or something like that, so that's why I didn't call. Ray said, I ain't called. I wasn't calling you. And you want to know why? Because I thought you did it. And you know why I thought you did it? Because I done seen you do it before. Michael, that's a lie. Everybody on stage is lying. Like Lil Chris said, how come everybody on this stage don't have credibility? The only one who got credibility on this stage is you. You're the only one up here going to be telling the truth. 4 different people on 4 different accounts said you done grabbed ass. We done seen you grab ass. Giselle didn't see nothing. She said she saw a grab and it was a tap. So you didn't cook, is what you're saying, Michael. Men do it all the time. Big Chris say, on the field. And it ain't an ass. It's like, real quick, attaboy. No, you followed Andrew's ass with your hand. That was a elongated tap. He was... I'm just saying. So, we like, what the fuck you mean? He said, you know what? The person that you did it to, y'all laughed and y'all joked about it. So I thought it was nothing. And Andy like, wait a minute, what? So this is a whole separate incident? He said, yeah. And the person was you, Andy. I'd like to find out. Andy like, what? What you talking about? Here come Andy with his plausible deniability. Because he doesn't want to be implicated. And now I think I'm understanding why they made this such an issue. Because Andy really would like to expose him. Which I'm very shocked about, that being a gay man and he want to expose somebody else. But Ray said, yeah, it was you. And y'all laughed and y'all joked about it and everything. Now it's coming back to Andy's memory. Oh, when you said that, I was like shocked. But when it happened, yeah, you know. Because then I might go like, we're friends, we were joking. And then Andy say, oh yeah, see, I thought that's just what happens down in Australia. I know a lot of Australian men. And I asked this question to the Australian men that I know. Y'all go around just tapping other men on the ass. I didn't even say grab. I say tapping other men on the ass because y'all friends with them. And they was like, what the fuck? No. I watch a lot of Australian TV. I ain't never seen that as a greeting amongst men. In a nutshell, Michael's still denying it. Nobody agrees. Everybody still believe him. Giselle said, I believe I understand his viewpoint, his perspective, but okay. At the end, I think Andy went on to ask the people what was their roses and thorns about the whole season. He said they do this a lot. I've never seen it. I've always thought that they go around and ask them if they're going to come back next season. He's done it. He just hasn't called it roses and thorns. Okay, so basically, Monique. Did we start with Monique? No, we started with Candace. Her rose, getting married to Chris. That was a beautiful ceremony, beautiful moment. Her thorn, her lost relationship with Monique. I think I said this before. I actually thought that they had a genuine friendship that got destroyed because of this show. Because Monique is fake as fuck and putting on airs for the show. That's what I thought. When she said that Monique broke down and started crying, and she said that was the thing that she was going to say too. Her rose was having a baby. Her thorn was her lost friendship with Candace, which, like I said, that's what shows me that their friendship was most likely the most genuine one on this show. Karen's rose was starting her perfume line that is not in Bloomingdale's. And also being able to honor that in honor of her mom. And her thorn, I forgot what she said her thorn was. Oh, she said she really didn't have one. She had a good season. Her thorn, for the most part, would be the interaction on this particular show with Ashley and how they just blew up at each other and she thought they was getting to a better place. Karen has been really mature this season, I think. Robin, did we even get her thorns? Did they even ask Robin and Giselle? I don't remember them asking Robin and Giselle. If they did, y'all let me know down in the comment section. I said this wasn't gonna be long. This is a 30-minute video. It's probably because I was eating this stuff. One thing I failed to mention though is when the men left the stage on commercial break, Michael was finna say something smart about Robin. And Ashley said, my mic is still hot. He said, you see what Robin did? She said, my mic is still hot. They can hear us. So they kind of talked around it. He just kept saying that Robin crossed the line. Basically saying, fuck her and feed her grits. She crossed the line. I'm done with her. He came up to chastise Giselle and told Giselle she needed to respect the way that he talk or think or what have you and come at him in a different way or shut the fuck up, pretty much. And Giselle was like, whatever you feeling, you can say it now. He was like, I'm not going to do it here. Respect that. So I guess they're going to have another conversation later. Robin and Candace was sitting there saying how fake he was, how entitled he was. And Robin kept saying she don't really want to film with him. She don't want to be around him anymore. We had a funny moment when we thought Juan was finna say something, you know, say something wise during that argument, but back and forth between Michael and all the girls, and that's all he had to go do is go use the bathroom. It lightened up the mood, and that probably was his intent to light the mood up. I mean, he really did go pee. I think he walked out that room fast. Or the whole situation was just making Juan uncomfortable. You could just read it on his face. Michael know that dude want to fuck him. He know that. What else happened? We talked about the Ray and Michael want to grab Ray ass comment. Michael claimed he didn't say it. They rolled footage and there it was. Juan claimed he didn't remember it. Whatever. What else happened? I'm trying to wrap it all up and I can't remember what else happened. Afterwards, like I said, the men was in the back and Mike left out. But Big Chris was like, I'm gonna go to the Prime, Ocean Prime or whatever, and have some drinks at the bar with Mike. And Juan said he was gonna roll with him. Lil Chris and Ray stayed back. They can't even fake it. They don't want to fuck with Michael. He was like, look here, I was being nice. At least I did tell him the truth and said I didn't see nothing. But you ain't gonna sit there and lie on me. And say that it didn't happen. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think that's just the gist of it. I thought this was a really good season. It was drama filled, but it still had some good moments. I stayed Team Karen and Team Candace through this whole season. This actually almost made me like Robin just a little bit. Y'all know that's hard for me to do. Good morning. Have to take it. You don't wish my whatever. I reached out to somebody. I'll come back to that later. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get yourself some lunch. I'm off work today. Traveling Talk Tuesday be put up along with this video. Thank y'all for being here. Peace.